All right, so let's talk about the sequencing case study for current debit cards. So, what I would go through and build as a proposal for this is they've got this workhorse, what I'm going to call benefit ad. It's their 30-second TV ad that's going to be run to the masses, and we already kind of went through the opportunity to run on placements and topics, so that we could deliver it there. But that's going to get the most of the play. And then what we could follow up with, and this is just based on content that already exists on their YouTube channel. So the second one is the CEO just kind of talking about current debit card. And I like it because he's not a big flashy CEO. He's a little bit awkward. And I think just the opportunity to see that there's a real person behind this financial institution. You never hear from bank CEOs. I think this would be kind of an interesting way just to follow up, especially since we're targeting moms. He's a good looking guy, someone that we could just kind of say, here's the message. I think it would be important to probably make sure very early that it is current, that it's as he's talking about it, it's not evident right away that it's the current debit card. So we have to make a few tweaks to the video, but otherwise, I think it's kind of a cool opportunity to have that kind of emotional attachment. Because while money is very emotional, I would imagine that most people are not emotionally attached to their bank. It's just where they hold their money. So giving them a reason to switch their accounts, switching your accounts is kind of a pain in the butt. We have to have something emotional to say, yes, let's put some money in here so we can start using this. So I think that could be a cool opportunity. And then finally, they've got a great specific use ad. So it's actually showing like going through, it's probably with the ad that or the video that they use in the App Store. But it's kind of showing how you go through, and it shows that parents can like create chores for their kids. So mow the lawn, and here's what you're going to get paid for it. So basically your allowance, those types of things. And I think it'd just be a really interesting way to go through and build this sequence in order to get more users at their target cost to acquire. You put a lot of money behind your workhorse ad, and you could put $10 a day behind these retargeting, these sequencing ads, and probably really improve your install rate based on these things. So definitely interesting to kind of see if this is an option that would work for us. So now what I want to do is teach you how you can actually go through and build the audiences inside of AdWords to say if somebody watched this as an ad, now we can serve to them. So when I head over to AdWords, the first thing you do is you're going to come up here in the toolbar, the new one, you click on the wrench, and on the second column under shared library, there's the first listing is called Audience Manager. You're going to click on that. And so inside of here, you've got your audience list. Most of these are pre-populated. I've got a couple built in here for examples, but I'm going to create a new one, and I'm going to go to YouTube users. And what you're going to see here, so I'm just going to call this BYA sequencing example. What's great about this is you've got an opportunity, so you can pick a lot of options. So you can target anyone who's viewed any video from a particular channel, anyone who's watched a certain video. So if you want to have a generic retargeting sequence to follow up with people that have interacted with your channel to get them to subscribe or something like that, great. If you want to put together a specific sequence, so if you talk about with ad skills, if we have an AdWords video that people have watched, we could follow up with content to lead them towards bulletproof AdWords ads. Or if it's Facebook, we go Facebook, or if it's YouTube, we go YouTube, those types of things. So you can use certain videos, and then you can do those videos as ads. So if someone watched any ad from your channel or a specific video as an ad from your channel, that's kind of how I talked about this last sequence of workhorse ad and follow-up ads. That's how I would build this sequence. A couple other options are subscribing to a channel or visiting your channel page, and then really the in-depth stuff of liking, adding, commenting, or sharing. This is a great opportunity to say these people really loved our content. Let's go through and follow up and make sure that they are, taking the action that we really care about because they've really qualified themselves. So all you do, click on certain videos. I would come in here. This is my channel. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I actually don't use it much anymore, but I could click if anyone watched this as a video, as an ad. So this is a certain video if they did it as an ad, any ad, or a particular video as an ad, great. On to the next one. You can include people from the past 120 days. Or you can start with an empty list. So I always try and include people from the past as we obviously have qualified themselves. And then for the membership duration, you can do it up to 540 days, which is a pretty long time. I always recommend trying to keep these pretty fresh. So I wouldn't go much longer than 90 days. You totally can if you want to keep people on there forever, but I would probably recommend going and building new audiences rather than just having them hang around for a long time. So that's kind of my take on the YouTube sequencing. I think you should definitely go through and give it a shot. It's an amazing opportunity to engage your customers and really improve your conversion rate for not a lot of money. Once again, 60 to 80% view rates, 5 to 7 cents a piece. I often do this just on desktop as it's easiest for people to take action. You can totally do it on mobile. I do that mostly whenever I'm working with an app install client, but this is kind of the opportunity of how I go through and build these. So hope this is helpful and good luck with the sequences.